how did Skyrim go from being one of my least favourite games to play to one of my favourites? I don't know, considering how I tried this for a long time, and Oblivion too for that matter in the past, and I was not expecting such a transformation, but you cannot deny the fact. I'm only recording this one like a few weeks after the last one got released. I guess the whole only occasionally when I get a bit of extra time thing has gone well and truly out the window. Anyway, back to the quest, and we continue our work with the companions. I enjoyed it last time, and I'm also still angling for a marriage with Ayla. I haven't decided yet because I need to look through my options for who I can marry, because from what I've seen, it's kind of a one-off thing. Like, if there's no divorce. If you marry, you're stuck. So I need to be sure before I do it. But Ayla's still the one I'm looking at, so I'm still sort of going towards her. And so naturally, I go to ask her for work to win some brownie points, and she gives me a job from the Jarl of Falkreath. Doesn't sound like a difficult job, just a few monsters that need clearing out. We killed Alduin. This will be easy in comparison. That arrogance was a mistake. I teleported to the closest area, a bridge that we've taken before, and that didn't go well. First one did, but then we got cocky. We ran up the bridge, we decided to take 3 guys on at once. Want to guess how that went? Because I feel like it might be quite obvious. I take the brave decision after reloading to spawn in a different place, and this time I'm fighting bears. That'll be much easier though. Not what we're here for though, we're here for the Dark Shade, and specifically to vanquish the monsters inside. Trolls, to be precise. I was fully expecting this to be hard, that's why I got my bow out, I took a few pot shots from a distance, but well, it really wasn't hard at all. They heal, which makes them challenging, but they don't have a ton of health or hit very hard, so they go down really easy. Not what I expected, but I'll take it. Troll after troll after troll, they all fall down and all dealt with, and there we are. Honestly, that was so easy. I did not expect it to be that easy, but I'm happy it was, considering that Lydia was just relaxing in a pool while we did it. For fuck's sake, Lydia. Anyway, we return, and Ayla's happy with us, or with a win, and we're told by Scourge to meet them underneath the Skyforge for something special. Well, okay then. Turned out that something special is drinking Ayla's blood. Sure. Specifically her werewolf blood. Sure. And that turns us into a werewolf. I'm happy to just run, but the Whiterun guards are not too pleased with me being who I am, and they attack me. That's okay though, I can just rip them to shreds. After a little while we black out and come back as a human, and we got the achievement. We are now a companion, and also it's time to slaughter werewolf hunters. I mean, I guess I am a werewolf now, so that makes sense. Also, it means having Ada as my companion for this mission, and I'm always happy about that. I have to turn into a werewolf, but it only kind of half works, because I'm sort of swinging with a wolf with mace and armor at one point. I think that'd be pretty badass, but I guess the game doesn't agree. Turns out, taking out the Silver Hand in werewolf mode is really easy. Even inside, they're not even like, standing up when I get there, and I just rip them apart and then eat them. Fun! I do need to be careful though, as strong as the wolf form is, I did die. It has its downside. Although I can heal by eating people, I can't use healing items, and I'm not healing naturally. And I also can't use my magic, so I do need to have some measure of caution. We don't really get any more problems until Kev the Skinner. Yes, his name really is Kev. His Silver Hand people are really easy, but him, he's armoured and he's strong. I only take a few hits from him, and we go down. The solution, as it turns out, was a strong attack. We have a strong attack that knocks people to the ground, so I used that, knock him down, rip into him, kill him, and then of course eat him. Unfortunately though, Scourge is dead. That's actually quite sad. We've only really just started to get to know him, but if Ada wants us to help hunt Silverhand in revenge, I mean, we can do that. Before that though, we have to head to Whiterun and get Lydia back. We need our permanent companion, after all. Anyway, we're still on the Silverhand hunting, so we head to the stronghold that Ayla told us about. Getting in was easy enough, but I didn't go full wolf at first. It said something about the fact you can only do it once a day, so it makes sense to try and save it for when we really need it, rather than just rely on it. I managed to clear the outside of the stronghold without any wolf help, but we still got to go inside and deal with the harder ones. When I start to struggle with the silver hand though, that's when I transform. It gives me some much needed strength when I need it the most. Lydia also seems totally fine with mobile reforms for some reason. Hey, that's a good thing though. I assumed their leader would be a challenge, but no, we killed him quick. And ate him too, of course. And then we run into a problem. We need to open a chest. Wolves can't open chests, not even werewolves. I need to wait a few hours to be able to transform back, and then I can take it. Taking it back, it makes Ayla happy, and I'm always happy to make her happy. Naturally, she would give me the more work. But I'm not going to take it. Remember when I tried to take some items just now and I was over encumbered? Yeah, that happens a lot. I have so much on me and nowhere to store things. I've had to throw things away I want to keep now. I really need to change that. I need to buy a house. And there's one here in Whiterun, which happens to be the cheapest in the game at $5,000. So that's a good one for me to get right now. Selling all the items I don't need only gets me about halfway there. So I need to find some ways to make more money. Also, remember those guards I killed with a wolf? Those bodies are still there. That makes me feel bad. Anyway, back to making money. I go to collect some flowers that I hear potion making can help with the money making side of it. Turns out we don't really have enough to do a whole lot with that. That was kind of annoying. My next brainwave though is thievery. I head into the Jarl's quarters and we just start stealing all of his valuable possessions. Hey, nobody's here to see me, it's fine. It's at this point I remember about the Thieves Guild. Specifically that joining it came with the promise of money. It took me a while to remember what we were doing, and I talked to a guy and it all came flooding back. Mostly because he told me, we need to shake down a few people for protection money. Well, we were a werewolf and now I guess we're a criminal. This certainly has had a few twists, hasn't it? Well, we'll get the money. The first lady makes us feel bad about paying and then insults us, so now I don't feel bad. After I steal her highly valuable statue, she's more than happy to pay us off. Next one has a similar offer, at least until we smash his priceless urn. Afterwards, more than happy to pay us. As for the third one, I expected to have to threaten her family, but no, she was perfectly happy to pay us off. Results. And now here we are, a member of the Thieves Guild. Look, I even got the achievement to prove it. We get sent after the Golden Globe estate, but well, we're not going that far into the Thieves Guild stuff today. I'm just doing what I need to do to make some money. Still, he recommends talking to some people, and yeah, why not, we'll give that a go. The one that particularly interests me is the one who's going to give me Thieves Guild armor. And also I can now sell my stolen goods, which is very good. And let's get us a quick job. Not a massive quest like what we had, but a quick job. A burglary job from Beck. Not gonna lie, sounds fun. Maybe this is my calling after all, a life of crime. When I get out, I have a quick look at the thief armor. I really like it. My other armor is better in terms of actual armor ability, but this stuff, I can see you wearing it sometimes. Anyway, back to burglary. And burglary was really easy. First, I just picked the lock on the door and went in. And then I picked up a golden urn and, well, that was it. Seriously, that was the whole job. Now we just bring it back to Vex and we get our cut, which is 250 gold. Not too shabby for a quick, easy job like that. I also have a chat with her about a stone. It's an odd quest I've had sitting in my quest log for a while. Turns out it's a collectible challenge with 24 pieces. This is definitely something we'll do in a future episode, but as I said, future episode. For now though, I have enough money for my house. So I change my armor back and then teleport back to Whiterun. We're looking for a specific person in the Dragon's Reach, and we find him in bed and promptly get him out of bed that we can buy a house from him. He takes our $5,000 and gives us the key, and now we're a homeowner. I immediately head over to the new home and I find it. I like the look of it from the outside. From the inside? It's incredibly basic. I'll admit, at the time I did find it disappointing, but I have since found out you can buy furnishing for it and make it look a lot nicer. It doesn't have the super customizable ability I was hoping for, but honestly most games don't. I'm kind of used to that by now. And this does give us another goal, which is to actually furnish this place up, because at the moment it isn't looking so great. I need it to look the best it possibly can, because I have high standards. Most importantly though, we have a chest in our own home where we can store things we want to keep but not carry, which was the whole reason I needed a house. And here we are at the end of the episode, and I would say the good progress has been made. We are now a homeowner. We are a member of the Thieves Guild and a member of the Companions. We have slain werewolf hunters, we've intimidated merchants and burgled homes, and we've made what is considered a good long-term investment. We have property. Not to mention, I got 3 achievements, making this all round a victory. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know. Even if you